Rise up, Warriors of Destruction, because it's time for the review. Welcome to the Back to the Brothers of Destruction show. And as you noticed, I'm Reese Reinstein, and that's my brother, the Berserker. And you can see, we are drenched in sweat, because we're kind of glistening in the camera.
Baby face.
Because we just did a epic basketball game.
You cheated.
You don't need to know that. Listen, for you guys, we're going to have that review posted out, because just to get a chance to see us behind the scenes. Welcome to our camera woman, LH. Camera woman, actually. LH. Well, she doesn't want to be in the camera. So sorry, this review. We've been busy. We haven't got a chance to hang out. We did get a chance to hang out. We just keep forgetting to do review. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 4 has been released, and you guys might be frustrated that we did not play the game. Actually, we did I did on the iPad. So we're going to do a review about it. So, yeah, and sorry this took so long. And I know that our last review was like almost 48 minutes long. So our last review was about 3 weeks ago, about almost 48 minutes long. So this one took a while. So Five Nights at Freddy's 4 has been out for a couple weeks now, and first of all, I want to say it doesn't feel much like a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Even though the animatronics are there, it still has that horror suspense in it.
There's no cameras.
Yeah, cameras make up Five Nights at Freddy's, and it just doesn't feel like it. Also, you're playing as a child, the Bite of 87. So actually, theory time, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Take a seat. So, granted, we're not game theory, but we're still doing theory. If you look closely in the mini games for the third night, you go up to the TV and turn on. It says Fazbear and Friends, 1983, not the Bite of 87 that Scott Cawthon originally wanted to have it. Instead, it's not. People think, oh, it's the Bite. It's not, because if in the first game, the person who got the phone guy said the victim of the Bite of 87 survived, but the person in this game dies, making it impossible for him or her to be the victim of the Bite of 87. Instead,
then again, it's just a bunch of pixels, so you don't really know.
Instead, it's not the Bite of 87, because the frontal lobe is right here. Right in front of your face. Right up here. But if you notice that Fredbear clamped down the entire head. And I got me thinking, like, wait a minute. That's not the Bite of 87. Because remember correctly, in 1987, there were the toy animatronics. And that happened for FNAF 2. In this game, there were no toy animatronics. Alongside that, there's only Golden Freddy and Golden Bonnie. Or Spring Bonnie or Fredbear. But if you remember correctly, in FNAF 2, the Golden Freddy was in disrepair, but if you notice, Golden Freddy was fine in FNAF 4, making him impossible to be in such disrepair in just a few short months. That would have taken years. So that's why it's in 1983, not 1987. Also, like I said, the victim this was not a Bite of 87. It was a spring lock failure. Because if you remember, in FNAF 3. The phone guy mentioned that there have been simultaneous multiple spring lock failures, more than 2. If you remember, in the second mini game, there was a person inside Golden Freddy, the spring animatronics are there, and there are no toys, making it impossible for it to be in 1987. Instead, in 1983. Also, if you notice, there was no person in the Golden Freddy outfit when they were on stage. Not only that, if you notice, there's also what was it called again? The spring lock.
Yeah. The
spring lock was located near the mouth, kind of, because remember in FNAF 3, the final mini game, the purple phone guy was breathing, causing him the spring body outfit to collapse and kill him. So now that killed that, and the kid was probably breathing on it, causing the spring lock and the Golden Freddy Bear to collapse down and kill him. So it's not the Bite of 87; it's a spring lock failure.
It's the murder of 1983.
Making this cause of the person of the game end having that thing. So with the theory out of the way, with something else. So we got to talk the game. The game is good. Though technically it's not. Also, remember in FNAF 2, the character has a flashlight with a limited amount of battery. And this game, you have unlimited battery, making this game a nightmare, as stated in game theory.
Pretty much.
So, with that, this is all a nightmare from the person, from probably the kid who got the spring law, killed, and he's noticing Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, along with Golden Freddy, Nightmare Fredbear, and another animatronic known as Nightmare, who is freaky, but those jump scares just a still image. It's kind of a little upsetting. By the way, the jump scares. Jump scares of the game are new because every time you go to the door, you have that moment of hesitation. And if should I turn the light on or should I close the door? If you turn the light on, boom, sometimes they're right there and they kill you. Which, by the way, the jump scares are better. They're in the game easier. We forgot to mention FNAF 2. If you guys don't remember Bonnie's jump scare with he's jumping up his hand moving forward, for me the image looked like a cardboard body, like he was a cardboard piece of cardboard and just jumping. It just fell out of place. Well, these animatronics are different. It's a different jump scare. With that, the jump scares are terrifying because they're lunging at you, and the animatronics are terrifying, especially Fredbear. Yeesh, Fredbear.
Oh boy.
Let's see. The graphics are incredible as always. Every single Final Fantasy game's graphics are incredible. This game has been known as one of the scariest probably the scariest games. But here's the thing. It's 5 nights. There's also a 6th night, a 7th night. But then Scott, he was a little bit trickier. There's an 8th night, known as 420 mode. And when I saw that, my mind was blown. Well played, Scott Cawthon. Well played. Anywho, let's see. So anyway, there's one thing. I think this game, like I said, this game it's in a house. For this game, it's in a house, and it limits to how many areas you can go. Just door, left hallway, right hallway, bedroom, closet, bed. Which, by the way, here's a question: if the kid has to do 5 nights, because this, like I said, it's a dream. Because if this wasn't a dream, then how the heck could this kid be awake for 5 days straight? I mean, he's awake in the morning, and awake at night. It doesn't make sense. It's making a nightmare. Also, if it was real life, why doesn't the kid rope the 2 doors, put ropes on the 2 doors, go stand in the middle, close the doors, using strength to keep the door shut while shining the flashlight in the closet or in the bed? Why doesn't he do that? Actually, if he closes the right door, Foxy's unable to get in, so all his attention is on the bed. Why doesn't he do that? It would make everyone would have done that. Also, back to the reason why it's a nightmare. It's a dream because I've seen rooms, and this is the only room I have ever seen that had 2 entry points. I had never seen a room like that. Not even a rich house. And even though I've never been in a rich house.
Maybe.
No, seriously, I've never been in one. I just noticed we're not wearing sunglasses because he forgot his and I can't find mine for some reason. I think they were stolen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think we're haunted. My house.
Ghosts! Ooh.
And, anywho, what were we just... Oh, the room, like I said, it's like a nightmare. It's like a nightmare, room. Also, let's see. Hang on, do you got anything to say about the game?
I don't know.
Like I said, this game still has the horror in it. It makes people deathly afraid. And for me, when I first played the game, I remember we started playing the game. The second I opened the door, turned the light